Hello and welcome to another video. Today we are gonna replace stuck bearings on a bicycle frame. We are gonna use the homemade tool to push out the bearings. The tool is nothing special, just a threaded rod with few spacers and washers in between. We are gonna push both bearings to the same side. We are gonna hit the frame and the bearings with a heat gun, but you should clear the surroundings not to melt anything. Just tie the hoses to the frame away from heat. Hit the frame and the bearings to release the loctite which holds them in. The heat should slightly expand the material, therefore the bearings should be pushed out easier. Just wind the locking nut to push out the bearings. The diameter of the black spacer in our case should be large enough to accommodate both bearings. As for the spacer on the other side, it should be small enough to go through the hole in the frame. All bearings are out. Before putting the new bearings in, you should clean the frame thoroughly. It's recommended to make as much as possible temperature difference between the frame and the new bearings. Therefore, you should put bearings in a freezer for a couple of hours and heat the frame with a heat gun. Coat the bearing with a thin layer of loctite. Place the bearing into the frame and gently tap it with a plastic hammer. Make sure the bearing is as straight as possible before pulling it in. Use the same threaded rod with washers to wind the bearing in. Be slow and careful and check often. We need to use spacer to properly seat the bearing. The bearing is slightly recessed in the frame. Do the same on the opposite side. With bearings in place, lube them generously with some kind of bike grease. Push the connection rod inside bearings and make sure they run smooth. Place the plastic seal cap on both ends. Coat both bolts with loctite. You now know how to replace bearings in a bicycle frame. Please like, share, comment and subscribe to watch future videos.